What's up everybody, Joe from Mojo Break Gaming here. Today we're going to be talking about some exciting stuff regarding the Beelzemon starter deck releasing this Friday. We're going to be talking about what comes inside the deck, and we're also going to be shouting out our tournament that's happening this Thursday and Friday for a chance to win some Beelzemon starter decks. So if you see right below me, you'll see kind of the pricing that we have for the tournament here. It's going to be max 16 players. If we reach more than 16 players, we'll just go ahead and make a second tournament that we'll also be hosting for additional pricing that way. So that's how it's going to be for Thursday and Friday. So if you guys are interested in trying to win some starter decks, definitely check out our Discord. The link is right here in the bio. So everything that applies to the Beelzemon Cup in the official tournament is going to apply to our tournament as well. It's also going to be hosted on our Twitch channel. So if you guys can't participate, if the times don't work out for you, always come hang out with us on Twitch and maybe just catch some matches and kind of keep up to date with us over on Twitch. Definitely would appreciate you guys giving us a follow over there on that platform, as we're trying to grow and be more of a tournament scene for the Twitch community for Digimon card games. In case you guys don't know what's coming out in this thing, we're going to go ahead and cover it right here. This is the official Digimon card game website right here, where we're going to be going over some of the stuff here. This is the first time they've ever done this. They've made it, I believe it's one hit per case, so 1 in every 48 starter decks is going to be able to hit a Beelzemon alternative art, which is probably going to go for a lot of money just because of how hard it is to pull. I think we talked about on the Discord, there's a 2% chance that your starter deck will actually have the Beelzemon alternative art. Some people are looking to grade those for their collection, all kinds of things. I'm probably going to be one of those people looking for it for a collection piece myself. So in total, you're going to get 4 super rares, which is important to note, 3 rares, 4 uncommons and 4 regular commons, 1 promo card, 9 special reprint cards, and you get 60 sleeves. So I think this is going to be really fun. You actually getting sleeves in a starter deck. I personally am a fan of that and I'm all for it. Special playmat, I think this is going to be just a paper playmat, kind of like in the Yu-Gi-Oh starter decks. I'm assuming it's going to be something similar to that. And so let's go ahead and cover the card list here. Yemon's a level 2. When attacking once per turn, if this Digimon has Wizard or Demon Lord in its traits, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. So this is going to really cycle through your deck really fast. Impmon is going to be a popular one. This is when attacking, if you have 20 or more cards in your trash, this Digimon can warp Digivolve into Beelzemon from your trash for a Digivolution cost of 3. Going from a 3 to a 6 for a cost of 3 in the mid to late game is really good. Your turn once per turn, when a card is trashed from your deck, delete one of your opponent's level 3 Digimon. Candlemon here, which is an uncommon. On play, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. On deletion, if you have 10 or more cards in your trash, draw 1. Trash draw engine right here. Fascomon, which is going to be a blocker and can attack. This one probably will get swapped out. It's not the best card, but it is a good, starter deck card. You have another level 4 blocker here. Porcupamon. Hopefully I'm saying that right. He's a blocker. He has on play, trash the top 2 cards of your deck. So that's kind of good. It's a 4-drop if you just need to get some trashing in, and you get that kind of defense. So that one's not bad. Winchmon is going to be, when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, which is pretty good. Your turn, this Digimon has Wizard or Demon Lord in its traits. It gets plus 2000 as an inheritable. Purple struggles with DP, so being able to have a DP card, I actually am a fan of Witchmon. I think it's a really good card. Beelzemon is going to be the level 5 here. He's when Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of your deck. When Digivolving, this Digimon gains on deletion. If there are 10 or more cards in your trash, you may play 1 Beelzemon from your trash without paying the cost until the end of your opponent's turn. So basically he gets to bring back a Beelzemon for a little bit, and Beelzemon could potentially pop off, which is kind of fun. Your turn, while this Digimon has Wizard or Demon Lord in traits, gets plus 2000 inheritables, so similar to Witchmon. And then the big bad man himself, Beelzemon level 6. He says, when Digivolving, trash the top 4 cards of your deck. All turns once per turn, when a card is trashed from your deck, gain 1 memory for every 10 in your trash. As you know, this game's all about putting stuff in your trash and then benefiting from that. So here's one of those ways to make a Beelzemon cheaper. Your turn, once per turn, when a card is trashed from your security, this Digimon gains Sec plus 1. So you get some Sec plus 1 action on this Beelzemon, and he's a really cool looking card. I think what's really exciting about this starter deck is the artwork and them just giving Beelzemon some love, because Beelzemon, whether people know it or not, is a very popular Digimon. and for them to just focus on solely him in a starter deck makes perfect sense. Now we're going to go over to another favorite that a lot of people are hyped for, which is the beautiful Beelzemon right here. This card looks great, by the way. Just the colors, the artwork, the way she stands out on the card. Sparrowmon in the back, Avenged Kid, all those kind of Digimon. That's really cool. She is, when you play this card from your hand, reduce the play cost by 4 for every 10 cards in your trash. So if you have 10 cards, she's a 9 drop. If you have 20 cards, she's a 5 drop, right? That'd be 8. Yeah, she'd be a 5 drop if you have 20 cards in your trash, which is pretty good too. All turns once per turn, when a card is trashed from your deck, you may play one Itmon from your trash without playing its cost. And then it gets rushed for the turn. That's really, really good. So Beelstar is going to help you become a little aggro, get your Itmons on the field, potentially go into the Beelzemon combo here. So you can go warp into the Beelzemon, keep your turn alive, get the sec +1s, get the deletion combos you need using the old Beelzemon from EX2. You could do a lot of cool stuff with this one. Opponent's turn, when an opponent's Digimon attacks, you could trash the top card of your deck, therefore triggering her on play or all turns once per turn effect, which is kind of nice. So when they do something, you get to pop off too. And then you have Beelzemon Blast Mode. He's the new level 7 for Blast Mode. He's the second Blast Mode card to exist here. This one's interesting. When this Digimon is trashed from the top of your deck, you can delete one of your opponent's level 3 or lower Digimon. For every 10 cards in your trash, add 1 to the maximum level of the Digimon you can choose with this effect. So if you have 20 cards in trash, you can delete a level 5. If you have 30 in trash, you can delete a level 6. And if you ever played against Beelzemon, he gets there really fast. When Digivolving, unsuspend this Digimon. If you have 20 or more cards in your trash, gain 3 memory. Boom. Easy, making him a potential 1 Evo. That's pretty fun. He's 14k, that's the downside, but if you have the inheritables with the plus 2000, that's pretty good. Iron Mako, we actually got a tamer here with the Iron Mako. On play, reveal top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 Digimon card with Evil, Wizard, or Demon Lord in its traits among them to your hand. Place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. Pretty cool. When one of your Digimon digivolves into a purple Digimon, you may suspend this tamer and return 1 card from your hand to your deck to gain 1 memory. So then you can put a card into the deck and trash that card, then use a combo. If you guys are purple players, if you know Beelzemon, you know that's a really good effect and has really good synergy with what you're trying to do. Rivals Barrage is the new option card, 7 cost drop. So if you're a Beelstar player, you got a new card here. When this card is trashed from your deck, you may place it in the battle area. Ooh. Main, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level. Main, delay. Return 1 purple Digimon card or tamer from your trash to your hand. Rivals Barrage is very good. That is a very good option card. Parallel Rare number 1 is going to be the on deletion, trash the top 3 cards of your deck, Impmon. I wonder if this is going to get like a foil-ish kind of look, because this looks exactly the same as the old BT2. You have the Wizardmon, which is actually the promo card I believe you can get from like the BT6 promo cards, if I'm not mistaken. When BT6 came out, Double Diamond, I believe it came out with some promo cards. I think this is one of those that you can grab. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's where this one is. Then you have Skull Sadamon, which is the BT8, which is actually pretty good as an inheritable. When a card is trashed from your deck, gain 1 memory. Then you have a Death Slinger. Not only does it do some crazy stuff mid to late game, it is a 4 play cost. It's super cheap. You can pass over turn, choke them to 1 potentially, or just barely give them any memory to play with, all while doing that much damage to them. Let's get this out the way. This is the Beelzemon Ghost. They allow, like, since Omnimon from BT6 came out and called it the Ghost Omnimon, it's kind of always stuck with the Ghost kind of name before it. So a lot of people are calling it the Ghost Beelzemon. I wouldn't call it the Ghost Beelzemon here because it doesn't look ghosty to me, but it's got to have some other cool name to it. Let me know in the comment section what you would call it rather than Ghost Beelzemon. I guess $200 tops, but probably it's going to be more than that. Probably $250 to $300, maybe even more. I don't know. I think it's going to be $200, but I can see why it goes for more, because it is just a super hard card to pull, and it is playable, and people are going to be wanting to play these cards in their decks. So we'll have to see where this card lies on the market. And if you have this card, congratulations, you just made some good shmoney. And then next up, which is my personal favorites, the Guilmon and the Vmon, as I talked about before. This is the starter deck 7 one. Yeah, there it is, starter deck 7. And he gets to warp Evo into Gallantmon. And then the Vmon from starter deck 8 gets to warp into the Ulforce, which is good. If you guys are playing Ulforce Veedramon for BT11, this is a fun card to potentially use. Another really good card is the Argomon Inheritable. When this Digimon becomes unsuspended during unsuspend phase, gain 1 memory. A lot of people like to run this card, I believe, with the Bloom Lord and all the other decks. Fun card is Tactical Retreat. I feel like this card has a lot of potential when they're playing it in a specific deck. So I think that's pretty cool that they included them there. Next, we've got Sunarizamon, which is a long-waited promo card that we've been wanting for a while, and it's got a very gorgeous artwork to it. And if you guys don't know what this card was, this card came out, I believe, in BT4. Okay, if you bought a BT4 box, I believe you were supposed to get a dash pack, and I believe this card was one of the cards to pull in a dash pack. At the time, that card was going for like $20 to $30. It was really, really expensive, but it's still very playable. If you're building a black-based deck with this 13k DP threshold, you can always play this card. Pagumon, which is on deletion trash top 2 cards of your deck. This is another good alternative card to play, probably use as your 5th egg. And then Impmon from EX2, you gotta love this one. This one's going to work well with the synergy here. You're going to probably want to play a set of these guys. So I could see why people buy at least 4 starter decks for that reason, because they want 4 of these Impmons. And then why not a BT2 Beelzemon? Because it's a Beelzemon starter deck. It is the secret rare reprint. Is this the first time we've got a secret rare reprint? It might. But anyways, while you have 10 or more cards in your trash, your Impmon can digivolve into this card from your hand for a memory cost of 4, ignoring its digivolution requirements. So he can synergize with Impmons that don't allow you to warp Evo like the starter deck one from this starter deck does, which is kind of cool. So if you wanted to splash maybe a one of this guy, he might be fun. And then a parallel of X Antibody. X Antibody did not get hit in the ban list or restriction list as of this past weekend. So X Antibody is going to be a very fun card to put in. As you see, you got Omni X there and Alphamon. Really, really cool card right there. Is this starter deck worth it, you ask me? I think 100,000% it is worth it at the MSRP price of $30. We will be selling these starter decks for $29.99 at MSRP. So if you guys haven't picked up your starter decks yet, be sure to hop on over to mojobreakgaming.com and pick some up if you'd like. Other than that, we have the tournament where you could potentially win multiple, and basically trying to get yourself a chance to win that Beelzemon we talked about before. You let me know what's it called: Ghost Beelzemon, Purple Beelzemon, Champion Beelzemon. You tell me what you want to call it. But yeah, that's what we're doing. This is on sale coming out this Friday. And let me know your thoughts and your feedback on this Beelzemon starter deck as a whole. It's the first time they've done an advanced version, and they've given you a chase card, they've given you some parallels, they've given you some really good cards for Beelzemon entirely. So I'd love to hear your thoughts about it. Let me know in the comment section below. Join our Discord. The tournament is happening this Thursday and Friday, so be sure to join that and have some fun with us there as we host that. And I will see you guys on Twitch. I'll see you guys on more YouTube content in the future. You guys have a good rest of your day. Take care.